Welcome to Firearms of America. Today, as you guys can see, I'm out here at Shooters in Fort Myers, Florida, about to do the review. Actually a comparison, and a very interesting one. Today I have two Glocks. Yes, I have everyone's favorite. Well, that is if you're a Glock fan like myself. Glock 19 Generation 5, chambered in 9mm, 4.1 inch barrel, 15 rounds in the magazine. And to compare it with, I have Glock 48, chambered in 9mm, also 4.1 inch barrel, slimline, single stack, 10 capacity magazine. And the reason why I wanted to make this comparison review, I'll demonstrate it. We have, if you look from the profile of both of these handguns, yes, and don't worry, there's nobody at the range. Check this out. We have exactly the same gun in the profile, except if you look sideways, you will see the difference. Yes, the slimline of Glock 48. Much easier to conceal, obviously lighter, super easy to conceal carry. Really nice option. And you're probably wondering, well, you know, okay, yeah, it makes sense. It's the same exact size, except slimline much thinner. So what? It's only 10 rounds. So you're compromising, you're sacrificing 5 rounds in the magazine going with the Glock 48. Unless you decide to spend pretty much exactly the same amount of money as spending on Glock 19 by buying yourself a magazine from a company called Shield Arms. And this is the same exact size as the original magazine from the Glock 48, except this one is steel and double stacked, which can handle or hold, that's the right word, hold 15 rounds, just like Glock 19, 15 rounds, yes, and it fits exactly the same way, if not better, because it is steel and there are actually some additional grips at the bottom of the magazine. So now we have 15 in both. Now it makes it pretty complicated, right? So that's why I'm doing this comparison, which hopefully by the end of this comparison you will be able to tell for yourself. Now, you know what? I'll stick with the original Glock 19, or no, I'm definitely going with the Glock 48. So let's put some few rounds here and there, do some shooting, and see how it feels. The recoil, the grip. Now, Glock 19 magazine, if you guys are familiar, you probably are. 15 rounds, nicely numbered windows. Yep, very easy to load. Now, the original 10 round magazine, which I will use for the purposes of this comparison, is also very easy to load. But even if the same, you know, speaking of the Shield Arms magazine, it is also super easy to load. I have to say though, not as easy as the original Glock magazine. So keep that in mind. Okay, so few rounds. As you can see, my main target is destroyed, so I'm gonna concentrate on the tree today. The tree with the flappy paddles. Okay, starting with the Glock 19. Very easy to rack, feels really good in my hands. Let's see what we can do. Glock 48. Very easy to rack. I'm doing terrible shooting today. What's going on? Let me put some 3 more rounds in both and redeem myself from this horrible shooting. Must have gotten a little bit rusty like 10 minutes ago since my last shooting. Okay, Glock 19 again. Alright, Glock 48. of 3 on both. What a horrible shooting. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Now, Glock 19 and Glock 48, both of them, very, very similar, practically identical. I really couldn't tell the difference between how easy it is to rack the guns and the recoil management. I mean, the recoil feels exactly the same on both of the handguns. Where you really do notice the difference is the grip. Obviously, there is much more real estate on the grip on the Glock 19. So if you have bigger hands, I have small hands, so for me, I do get a pretty good fitment on the Glock 48. But this slimline grip might be a little bit of bother for some people who have bigger hands. So in case you have bigger hands, you might want to consider the Glock 19. Also, you notice that real estate on the slide whenever it comes to racking the slide. Obviously, on the Glock 19, you have a wider slide, so you have a little bit better grip overall whenever it comes to racking compared to the Glock 48, where you definitely feel much narrower slide. Okay, so whenever it comes to the triggers, whenever it comes to the things like the mag release on both of the handguns, exactly the same mag release, exactly the same slide release, slide stop, however you like to call it, the same serrations at the back and at the front, the same aggression on the front of the trigger guard, the same disassembly mechanism, the same exact size, the same exact trigger. Yeah, so everything is the same on this gun except for really the width. But one thing that I wanted to mention, whenever it comes to the MOS 48, if you are not getting the MOS version with the 48, you are not going to have the accessory rail. Unlike with the Glock 19, even if you're getting non-MOS version, you still have the accessory rail. So let me do some few more shots and actually see if I can do a better job hitting that target, because I don't know what's going on. I was good and then all of a sudden I became bad. That makes absolutely no sense. All right, so 3 rounds in each, aiming at the tree right here, or maybe I should aim at that tree. Yeah, I'm gonna aim at this tree. I think you're gonna see it better. Anyway, so let's do that. This time I will start with the Glock 48. Okay. All right, a little better. So, like I said, overall, personally for me, it would be Glock 48, and this is the new, and that's the reason why I do have the shield arm, is because of course you want the extra 5 rounds. This is my personal concealed carry Glock 48. Super easy to conceal because of the slim line. A little bit of extra weight, obviously, with extra 5 rounds, and now that I have the light on, definitely feels the weight. But I would say the main concern would be if you have big hands and you just can't fit, on this slimline 48. That would be the main reason for you to go with, the Glock 19. But I would recommend, if you have the store in the area that allows you to kind of try it out, to rent a gun and shoot it on the range, try out the 48 and see how the slimline works for you. So hopefully this was a useful comparison. If it wasn't, let me know in the comments below. If it was, let me know in the comments below. If you want to see something or you have any requests for reviews or comparisons, drop them in the comments below and I will be happy to address them. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. As always, I appreciate your time. This is Firearms of America. God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next video.